Hey, how you doing? My name's Billy Miller, the motivational minister, and listen, I help people go from the position that they're at now to a higher one. And today I'm going to teach you about accessibility is a gift. Let me ask you a question. Do you have people that call your phone and when you see their caller ID on your phone, your heart drops, your blood pressure goes up, and you feel you're obligated to answer the phone, even though you know it's going to be full of gossip or full of stress or full of drama? Do people show up at your house unattended, knocking on the door, and you feel obligated to answer because it's a family member or a close friend or a classmate? Or do people um, keep coming to you with last minute requests that are time consuming, crisis driven, panic driven, last minute things, and they drop it on you and you feel obligated to help? You help them, but you really don't want to because you're frustrated because it was last minute. Listen, if that's you, you most definitely want to tune into this message. It's called Accessibility is a Gift, and that's what we're about to get into. So most definitely tag somebody, share this link. Accessibility is a gift, not a debt. Walk with me. Accessibility is a gift and not a debt. What do I mean by that? Well, accessibility is a gift. You know, a gift is something that's received. A gift is something that's appreciated. And that's how you need to review your accessibility. But a lot of you who are watching me today, you look at your accessibility as a debt, excuse me, meaning you feel that you owe it to people. And so when people that are in your family, people that are friends, and we all have family and friends and coworkers and classmates, we all have people that are in our world, right? But many of those people don't value time. And because they don't value time, they don't value your time. But you value time. You value your time. Your time is precious. And so people will intervene. People will throw their chaos on you because of their mismanagement. And if you're not careful, your life is going to get out of order. You're going to be in full disorder because you gave them access when they shouldn't have. I want to be clear on what I'm saying today. So I want you to most definitely pay attention. This is not something arrogant. So some people may hear that and say accessibility is a gift and think that's you being arrogant. No, you're not being arrogant. That's just you valuing your time. Accessibility is a gift doesn't mean you're arrogant. That's just you valuing your peace. Don't you value your time? Don't you value your peace? Well, guess what? You're going to have to teach people how to reach you. Because if you don't teach people how to appropriately reach you, they're going to reach you inappropriately. Chew on that for a minute. If you don't teach people how to appropriately reach you, they're going to reach you inappropriately, and it's going to cost you. What is it going to cost you? Your peace. What is it going to cost you? Your time. What is it going to cost you? Your sanity. What is it going to cost you? Your health if you don't get control of it. So, as of this day, right now, as you're watching this, I want you to view accessibility as a gift. Write gift in the comment section, GIFT. Write gift in the comment section if you're following me so far. Accessibility is a gift. And I want you to see that. Just because the phone ring doesn't mean you have to answer it. That was for somebody. You had a phone ring and you feel like, but this my family member, I gotta answer it, even though you don't want to. You don't have to answer your phone. You can let it ring and you can call them back at the appropriate time. Just because somebody knocks on the door don't mean you have to answer it. You're gonna have to teach people, because if not, they're just gonna pop up. Let them knock on the door. So listen, how do you teach people to view your accessibility as a gift and not a debt? I'm glad you asked. The way to teach people that accessibility is a gift, your accessibility is a gift, is by setting boundaries. Boundaries. Somebody write boundaries in the comment section. This is going to bless you. So, what is boundaries? I'll give you the definition. Boundaries are expectations and needs that help you feel safe and comfortable in your relationships. Boundaries mean expectations and needs that help you feel safe and comfortable in your relationship. See, a lot of you have relationships. Like I said, there's people in your world, but you don't feel safe. You don't feel comfortable. Your peace is being disrupted. Because the truth of the matter is this: you got fools in your family. Hey, the truth of the matter is this: some of your friends are fools. The truth of the matter is this: some of your coworkers are fools. You're going to have to protect your peace. I'm talking to somebody. You're going to have to protect your peace. And how are you going to do it? How are you going to protect your peace? How are you going to teach people that your accessibility is a gift? Is by setting boundaries. You're going to have to set boundaries. And listen, I'll put it up on the screen. The number one reason people fail to set boundaries is the fear of someone getting mad at them. Yeah. Take a screenshot of that. It's not that, and a lot of your accessibility is a gift. You've accepted that. You've even accepted that you need to set boundaries. But the reason you haven't enforced your boundaries is because you fear of how other people are going to feel about it. You fear you're going to make somebody mad. Well, if I don't answer, I'm going to make them, that's going to make them mad. If they knock on the door and I don't come to the door, they're going to think I'm acting funny. And that's the number one reason people fail to set boundaries. But you need to set them. You need to get over the fear, get over how you think they're going to feel. They'll get over it, even if they do get mad. Listen to this quote right here. It says, this is by Sue Patton. She says, you don't have to let yourself be terrorized by other people's expectations of you. Don't let people's opinions, don't let how people feel. Don't be terrorized by other people's expectations of you. You need to set boundaries and stand on it. You need to set boundaries and stand on it. Look, I been reading this book. I'm gonna show you this book I'm reading. I haven't finished reading it yet, but it's actually what inspired this. One of the things that inspired this teaching, and I'm sharing this with you. Let me see if I can find it here right quick. I'm reading this book here. It's called Set Boundaries, Find Peace, A Guide to Reclaiming Yourself. So this is good. Look, it says, this is what she wrote. She said, if you think about it, the root of self-care is setting boundaries. It's saying no to something in order to say yes to your own emotional, physical, and mental well-being. You know what? Give me 1 second. I mean, you're still there. But I have another book. I haven't read it yet. I was trying to see if I could find it while I got this screen up. I don't know if you're just seeing me just looking for something. Here we go. There, found it. I haven't read this one yet, though, but it's a popular book. Hold on. Let me get back to the screen. Yeah, hold up. Y'all still with me? Okay. Sorry, I'm going to move the camera. All right. This is a book. I used to work in a Christian bookstore. And this is a book, a lot of you may have heard of this one. It's called Boundaries as well. I haven't read this one yet, though. I read some things out of it. And it was a top seller. So, maybe get this book too. Like I said, I haven't read it, but I could almost recommend it because I got a lot of feedback from the people that when I worked in the Christian bookstore. Listen, I'm not getting any kind of financial gain from you getting these books. So I'm just letting you know that. So it's not like I'm telling you this because I want you to go get it so I can get some sort of commission or some sort of affiliate No, those are just books I have. Like I said, I'm gonna read this one, but I've heard a lot of good things. This is a real popular book, and the author's name is Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend. But this book here is one that I'm currently reading now, and there's been so many gems in it. I haven't finished it, but oh man, it's got a lot of nuggets in this book right here. So I recommend getting at least one of those books if you want to go deeper into the subject of boundaries. All right. And out of that book that I just shared, um, she shared something called, well, this is what I got out of the book. I'm just calling it this, but I got it from the book. 8 reasons people don't respect your boundaries. 8 reasons people don't respect your boundaries. So I'm going to go through this. I'm going to go through it real quick because I don't want to hold you long. We're going to go through this real quick. Number one reason, and this is not in order of importance, but one of the reasons that people don't respect your boundaries is you don't take yourself seriously. You're going to have to take yourself seriously. You're worth it. You're valuable. And a lot of people don't set boundaries because they feel they're invaluable. A lot of people don't set boundaries because they don't think they're important. No, you are important and your time is important. Your vision is important. Your goals are important. You have goals. You have things that you are trying to accomplish. You have a focus. And if you're not careful, the devil will use people with good intentions, but he will use them to get you off course by throwing last minute things at you or time consuming projects, and a lot of them don't value time. They'll say, hey, can I borrow your car? They'll show up early, but drop it off late. They'll say, hey, can you watch my kids? They'll drop them off early and show up late. You got to take yourself seriously. This is your life we're talking about. Number 2, you don't hold people accountable. So guess what? When they do show up late, when they don't show up at the meeting on time, when they don't keep to their word, you don't hold them accountable. You just let it slide because that's them. And I know sometimes it's hard holding people accountable because you don't want to hurt their feelings. You don't want no trouble. You don't want to rock the boat. And I get it. Hey, I haven't mastered this myself, but it's something I'm most definitely trying to implement. Because why? Because that's how you're going to train them, because they're going to see how serious you are. They're going to see that, hey, he takes himself seriously and he's going to hold me accountable. So I can't just show up late and think I can, and he going to let me off the hook. All right. Number 3, you apologize for setting boundaries. Stop apologizing for setting boundaries. Stop apologizing because people don't understand your boundaries. Stop apologizing because you value your time. Stop apologizing because you value your peace. This is your life. Are you hearing me? I'm talking to you. This is your life. I want to drill that in. This is your life. You're going to have to stop apologizing for setting boundaries for your life. You got to live this life, and you only get to live it once. And everybody's going to die, but don't let them kill you off early. Set a boundary. All right. Number 4, you allow too much flexibility. Listen, once you set the standard, stick to it and quit. Because the moment you flex, they gonna know you flex. Oh, I know he said be back by 5, but he'll be all right if I show up at 7. Are you following me? I know he said I need to pay him this money back, but he'll be all right if I don't pay it back when I told him I was paying it. I've done this before. You're allowing too much flexibility. Number 5, you speak in uncertain terms. You need to be clear about your boundary. Be clear about it. Write it down if you have to. Don't leave it where people they don't really understand. They don't really know what your boundary is. No, you be clear about your expectation. And once you're clear about your expectation, number 6, the 6th reason people don't, I'm sorry, the 6th reason people don't respect your boundary is you haven't verbalized your boundary. They're all in your head. You have boundaries, but you haven't verbalized it. You haven't expressed your thoughts about it. You haven't verbally expressed your boundary, which leads to the next one. Oh, I'm sorry. And so you say, "Hey, Billy, okay, I'm gonna verbalize it." And so now you said it one time, and you assume that the boundary you assume that stating your boundaries once is enough. No, you're gonna have to keep saying it. You're gonna have to keep the vision plain. That's like being at a job and you're a manager and you express the vision one time. No, you're gonna have to express it every meeting. Every time y'all have a meeting, it's the core center of what we're doing. You have to keep reminding people. So constantly express, verbalize your boundaries. Don't just do it once. Get it out of your head. People can't read your mind. So you most definitely gonna have to speak it. People can't read your mind. And you assume that people can read your mind. Number 8, last one. I like this one. We've all been here. You assume that people will figure out what you want and need based on how you act when they violate a boundary. What does this mean? Let's go back to the example that you let somebody borrow your car. You said, "Hey, you need to be back by 4 because I got some things to do at 7." But they don't show up to 7:30. And you got attitude. And you have an attitude and you assume they're going to figure out, oh, they know why I'm mad. They know why I got an attitude. They know, are you following me? Rather than verbally expressing the boundary. You might tell them, okay, you can't borrow the car no more because you don't show up on time. Are you following me? They'll learn the next time. And if they don't learn, it don't matter. But you can't keep borrowing my car and don't bring it back. You can't keep borrowing money and never paying me back. You can't keep dropping off your kids and come pick them up when you want them. You're going to have to verbalize, do it more than once, and quit assuming that people can. It's all in your head, but quit assuming that people know what's in your head because you got an attitude with them, and you're expecting them to catch the hint. Listen, like I said, I'm not gonna hold you long. I just wanted to drop some quick nuggets on you. I have more, but I think I'm gonna make a part 2. I think I'm gonna make a part 2 rather than going into this other part. And the other part is about learning how to say no. So you most definitely want to stay tuned in for part 2. Listen, people have the disease to please. And a big part of this setting boundaries, a big part of why people don't succeed with their boundaries is because they haven't learned how to say no. Learning how to say no. You need to learn how to say no. Because when you say yes rather than saying no, that's a no-no. That might be the title of the next teaching. So listen, stay tuned in. It's going to be called Accessibility is a Gift, Part 2. And it's going to be teaching you on the power of saying no. Because when you say yes, when you really want to say no, that's a no-no. I got to teach you the power of saying no. That's going to change it. That's going to be a game changer for you. That's going to coincide with this teaching right here. And the best, check this out. So I'm not sure when I'm going to do it. It's probably going to be next week. All right. So this is what I need you to do. I need you to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. As a matter of fact, let me put my YouTube channel up here so you'll know what it is. A lot of you are already watching this on YouTube, but I get many people who watch the broadcast on Facebook. So if you're watching this on Facebook, look, go to my YouTube channel right here, youtube.com/Mr. Billy Miller. My name is Billie Miller, right? And then once you get there, once you get to my homepage, listen, hit the subscribe button. This is important. Hit the subscribe button. Don't just hit the subscribe button as a second step. Hit the notification bell, right? And this is going to give you the alert when I do that next video, the part 2 to this video right here. And then, of course, last but not least, like, comment, share. Let me know that you're present. And that second video, like I said, you want to get that one because it's the power of saying no. A lot of people don't you learn saying no is something that you have to learn, because if not, you're not going to set the boundary. You're not going to protect your boundary, and you're not going to have peace because you haven't learned how to say no. Listen, I love y'all. Share this video. Like I said, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share. Y'all take care. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay blessed. And always remember that the word is your life.